It's here on 100.3 The X Rocks. My name is Adam, and I am willing to admit this right now in front of everybody listening and everyone around me. Probably my biggest interview up to date. Been here for 13 years, and I am now joined by Ronnie Radke of Falling in Reverse.
Me?
Yeah, absolutely you, man.
Wow.
You kidding me?
Yeah, you're making me feel really special.
I mean,
Thank you.
You kind of are, man. Like, there's a whole reason you're headlining this show with the rest of your crew, right?
Sometimes it doesn't feel real. You know, you got to keep. I feel like second guessing keeps you kind of grounded too.
Sure.
Once you get too comfortable, then
Right.
things can go away in a snap of a finger. So.
Right, you get that
Yeah.
little bit of imposter syndrome, but you also got to
Yeah.
believe in yourself at the same
At
time.
the same
or
time.
everything,
It's tricky,
falls.
for sure.
It is a weird tango,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I just want to start off with the music real quick because something we kind of noticed around the station is that instead of releasing a full album and then a music video or two off of that album after that, you kind of went a little bit different the last handful of songs, releasing the single with the music video leading into everything. And has that, I mean, obviously it has worked, but what was the idea behind that? Was it something that you consciously did, or you just wanted to mix it up through the dice to see what happened? Talk to me a little bit about that whole process.
Well, my album Coming Home didn't do well. It tanked.
Really?
It did bad.
I love that album, by the way.
It did bad.
Album.
It didn't do well. And the numbers don't lie, like they say, in good ways and bad ways.
Sure.
So I noticed a lot of bands that were my age that were trying their hardest, and they were trying to figure it out. And I just remember being like, I can't put another album out.
Right.
I'm like, what can I do? Because I don't want to go down. I don't want to disappear into the abyss of aging emo. You know, like you know what I mean? There's a lot of bands done that. So
Sure.
I looked to rap.
Okay.
Like Drake.
That makes
and
sense.
I was like, what are they doing? And they're putting out singles.
Sure.
They just drop a single. They drop a single. Pop artists drop singles. I'm like, okay, so what if I put all my creativity into one song instead of putting all my creativity into 10 songs and being rushed to get it out?
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your creativity starts like spreading out over 10 songs.
Right.
If you put it all into one song, like it's really good.
It's just that centralized focus, basically.
Yeah, and then you put all your creativity into this music video, and then I don't know, and it worked.
It did.
Slowly.
Right.
Because it was losing my mind, then it was like losing my life, then drugs. Corey Taylor was the nicest guy ever jumped on it.
Right.
You know, and then Pop the Monster, it went
just spiked.
I was like, oh, I need to keep doing this.
Right. Okay.
You know, I was like, this is somehow working. It was just because I honed in my creative juices, and I just really spent, like Pop the Monster, I wrote that chorus 6 times. I didn't.
Oh, wow.
And I realized, wait a minute, I don't have to like be sold on the first chorus that I write.
Sure. Okay.
And I figured that out, and I'm like, I'll just keep making it until when I wake up the next day, I don't question the song anymore. I'm like, dang. It's like 7 in the morning. I'm going to get coffee. I put the song on. I'm like, this slaps.
This
Instead
is
of
it.
being like, it's pretty good. It's like, no, this is insanely good.
That's awesome.
So that's
a cool process, man. Like I said,
Yeah.
it was just something that we kind of noticed, and then again, the music videos are absolutely stellar. I mean, Popular
Thank you.
Monster is absolutely
Thank you.
insane. But with that said, talk to me about the newest, Last Resort, Papa Roach, taking the reimagining version of kind of that idea. Where did that come from? Because there's 10 bazillion different songs out there that you could have
Correct.
chosen.
Yeah.
You went with Jacoby and the crew.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Well, I did a reimagining of 2 of my own
Sure,
songs.
exactly.
And, it was like this interesting take because I released Popular Monster, and I knew that I couldn't try to redo or do another song that was similar.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't do that.
Yeah.
I went completely the opposite way.
Right.
To cleanse the palate for
Exactly.
the fans, So with Last Resort, I'm like, well, let me cleanse the palate because I released Watch the World Burn.
Right.
So what do? You try to outdo that?
Sure.
No, you got to like take it back. You got to go this way, So Last Resort is such a iconic song.
Right.
It is. I couldn't redo another one of mine. That's very predictable.
Sure.
So I did that, and I respect those guys so much. I toured with them.
Right.
They're actually friends of mine. The whole band.
Exactly.
All of them are really nice.
We saw the video of you introducing the song, to
Yeah.
Jacoby for that matter.
And the lyrics, I was like, what lyrics are good? And those lyrics are so crazy. When you slow it down and you really listen to the lyrics, you're like, I never heard it like this.
Right.
This is a cry for help. The original is like an angst trying to beat something.
Right.
This is like a cry for help. Like it's like a the lyrics are so crazy. They're so powerful. So
well, and like the song's been around forever, and I now 33 years old, was like, wait a minute, I thought that was something else. That I did not realize. Not even just the impact, but the literal words themselves to certain points. So the way you guys broke it down, just amazing.
Thank you.
I wanted to bring up something that's a little bit more closer to us and closer to home. Our local openers, one Battle of the Bands, had mentioned that they were starting their set just after doors opened, and reached out to the GOAT, as they referred to you as, and said, hey, look, is there something that you can do? And you had some amazing advice for them about, you got to work your way up, but, if you're worried about people not being there, I will be there.
I'll be there.
So explain that to me, because I'm sure there are 10,000 different people who tweet to you, good, bad, indifferent.
I love all of it.
And so what made you jump to them? You know what I mean?
Because,
was it just the fact that they're on the bill, or was there something special about it?
Well, when I was first trying to, my band, whatever, My Chemical Romance picked us, and a radio station called me on a house phone.
Wow.
Because that's how old it was.
Landline.
I was like, hello? It was like a chord. It was
exactly.
Like, they're like, this is so-and-so from so-and-so 95. I was like, okay, am I getting pranked? They're like, My Chemical Romance picked Escape the Fate to play this. I'm like, are you serious? And I freaked out.
Of course. Absolutely.
And when it rang home, because it's similar.
Right.
In a way, but they were asking for a little bit more, and I was like, no, you gotta do this.
Right.
You gotta do this way, and I'll be there and I'll watch you.
That's awesome.
Because
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, seriously, we thoroughly appreciate you being here, headlining the show tonight, and again, just even taking a few minutes to say hello to us is absolutely amazing. So thank you for all of that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
This is Adam coming in live with Ronnie Radke of Falling in Reverse here on 100.3 The X Rocks. We'll be back with more music.